So now I think the is shared with all of you, the screen. Is it so?
Yes, it
All
is.
right. So today's session is education in Spain and with the one of the prestigious university. So let me give you some inside and outside of that. So first of all, when a student is aiming for Spain or thinking about Spain, the first thing comes in their mind is about Barcelona, Madrid, or all the tourism places. But it's not about Spain is known for the tourism places. It's also one of the sixth or seventh largest in the top 10 in the world. So first of all, a student should demonstrate they have a B2 level of 5.5 or 6 overall, but we don't require IELTS, but the level of attainability, they should able to speak over there. And minimum tuition deposit is required for bachelor's and master's or PhD. It would be the 10% of the total annual tuition fees. Student can even apply with the age of 35 years and minimum qualification required is 12th grade. Right. And September and January, we have two major intakes. September is the major and followed by January second one. And we don't have any other intake. And courses are taught in English. Affordable tuition fees means it depends on the program to program. The fees are vary. Scholarships are there, but there are some pros and cons are there. You need to qualify for there. We have multiple campuses. That means we have more than approximately 5 to 7 campuses all across in Spain. So we have a option to get paid internship, but it depends on the program. Like hospitality is there, so for sure there would be there. Then it is a part of European Union country, and euro is the major currency over there. So refusal of any country such as US, UK, Canada, Australia, New Zealand are very much well accepted over there. Very high visa success, which means if 10 out of I will take in South, it will be 93%. And if I talk about North, it is more than 80%. So somewhere little bit visa regime is there. And part-time work is allowed 30 hours. It is not 20 hours. So this is a USP across the globe. No other country leaving Spain can give this wonderful opportunity. Then the cost of living. So cost of living is 560 euros. So which is much competitive. That's compared to others. And embassy interview is mandatory over there. And there is a European lifestyle. Apostle of academic document is mandatory. Failing to do so will not able to make the process easier. 1 year of job search visa is issued to the student after completion of their 4 years of degree or 1 or 2 years of their master programs. So study in Spain will cost more than 10,000 euro, and the inclusion which we can cover it up is their 1 year tuition fee, registration fee. It will be varying from my institutional to institutional campuses, and application fee is again program specific, so it will be non-refundable. In order to get the letter of offer from us, from the admission team, so copy of travel document or passport is required, but keep that thing in mind that I can say the duration of the validity should be more than 1.5 years minimum we required. And academic strength in 12th and above we required. Academic gap is in any there, it should be justified in a proper manner. Application fee, as I told, it vary. It could be 250 euros, it could be 350, depends on that. And that will not constitute the TT charges, telegraphic charges. And if a person is having a work experience, kindly do share with that, so that which can help you in a long run. So now comes as a note, so which I put it over there. To get the offer letter, student might needs to appear for the interview with the international team. Once they successfully clear the interview, then only they will be get the offer letter. Somewhere it's required. So the name of the university is University Europea, Madrid. It is in the top five private universities. It is open in the 1995, and with the QS ranking 2024-2025, we are one of the privileged university world ranking. It is 409. So eligibility criteria. So shortly coming to that. So bachelor's with grade 12, 60% marks is required overall and 60% is required in English. And apart from this, we need a motivation letter, letter of recommendation. That is two we need, which are must. For a master's, we need a bachelor's degree and minimum 60% is the threshold, and motivation letter, CV, letter of recommendation along with the work experience we need. Now coming shortly to the admission process, which is a very important aspect. So initially, you must send the application. Thereafter, the assessment will be provided. And accordingly, we shall require the requisite document as per the program checklist, because bachelor's, master's both have a different checklist. And opted for the successful student, along with the student need to appear in the university online language test, and they demonstrate that they have a B2 level. So thereafter, the offer letter will be issued, which can take 5 to 7 business days, which can take. Sometimes it comes within 3 business days turnaround time, but generally it takes 7 business days altogether. Therefore, the minimum tuition deposit shall be paid to the university, and afterwards, all the necessary document will be received as per the student time to time, which we ask from the student. And here, the visa application procedure. Very quickly, I'm giving the glimpse. Apply minimum 3 to 4 months before, so that the international student shall be able to secure their confirmation of admission on a timely manner. Thereafter, they need to shall their admission for the submission process for the student document as per the national type D visa, which here they need to for the VFS. And for the VFS, they need to schedule their interview. All the things are there. So that can be taken care by you or your counterpart, or you can take the assistance from us. We have a Mr. Chauhan is there who can help you in the visa supporting things. So they best to fit to for that. And it is a special notice there to submit the application and appear in the embassy interview. We strictly advise the students to book their appointment at least 1 month or 1.5 months before, so that we can help them with the current scenario that there is a waiting period is there, right? So here you can see the admission team. So here I have the email which I've shared with you, applications.educationgroup@gmail.com. Here we are supporting the agents as well as the students for entire South Asia, not only India. And our times are Monday to Friday, 10 to 6. And in urgency, you want an admission office for international students or that. So you have a WhatsApp number over there for in expedite your process in certain things. So you can see here the representatives are there from Haryana, Jalandhar, Gurdaspur, Patiala. So for you, Mr. Manoj ji, the exclusive one who can help you, right? So, and the thing is there, we are happy to help you at any point of time. Wherever you find any problem, we are always there to help you, right? So now tell if anybody have any question from the PDF, you are free to ask so that I can switch later on the second aspect in the university programs. So far, Mr. Manoj, you can also help me in that if somebody have any sort of question in their mind from financial, from post-landing services, from admissions, recruitment, offer letter, refund. So they can ask so that I can start the later on the rest of the portion for the university programs. So Manoj ji, handing over to you. Mr. Manoj, you are muted. You are on mute.
Yeah. Now, I think firstly they have to ask some questions related. If they don't know about the questions, and then I will help out.
Pushpanjali, do your team have any sort of question, admission, financial requirements, anything? Blessy?
Let me just, team, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Team, if you have any questions, please let us ask. Do you accept 42% for bachelors? No, it has been clearly mentioned. It is like 60%.
Yeah, this is something
Sir, am I
question which
correct?
is out of the box. I will say out of the box.
Sure.
Okay. Hello. Hi, this is Asad.
Yeah, Asad, how are you?
I'm good, sir. How are you?
Absolutely fine. Yeah, tell me. You want to ask something?
I want to ask, this is like after post getting an offer letter. So I want to ask, what would be the living expense to show for getting a
That is
visa?
560 euros, 560 euros for 10 months. 10 months.
10 months. And does it change with the city in the Spain? Like it
It's
is
not like this. I
like
am
the
giving
fixed
a
amount.
I am giving you the threshold of the government, but I will suggest a student should show minimum 800 euros. 800 euros. 560 euros is the government requirement. But if we show 800 euros, that is good to fit to work.
7 to 8 lakhs is more than enough.
Hello.
Okay.
Hello.
Yeah,
Very
I'm
sorry.
here.
I was on a mute. I was on a mute. So 650 euros is the government requirement, but if it is 750
Okay.
to 800 euros, that will good to fit to for that. So means 8,000 euro if they show, it is good. Good for them.
Okay. And along with this, the tuition fees should be paid for 6 months or 1 year
No,
if
it is a
the course is for
10%.
2
It is a
years.
10%. For example, if 15,000 euro is the tuition fees, so 10% of that, it's 1250. We are not taking $1,500. Minimum tuition deposit 1250 euros that need to pay, and remaining the tuition fee will be paid once the student get the successful study visa from the embassy of Spain. In New Delhi or in consulate? Where is it? Wherever are the locations are there.
Okay, sir. Got it.
Normally, I've seen the website say 1250 euro, and some of course they are asking for 1500
That varies. That's why I'm saying
euro.
accounting to program requirements. But 1250 is minimum. It's minimum.
Yes.
It's the threshold. We can't go beyond that. Any other question? Yeah, Shabana. Hi, Shabana. How are you? Absolutely fine. Absolutely fine. Nice. So you do have a question in your brain. Okay, you can ask. Okay, no worries. You ask.
Accommodation, okay?
Uh,
When filing the visa, is accommodation required?
Yeah, let me give you a in one line answer. The accommodation is a integral part. So without accommodation, a student can't even dream of going over there. Why? Because it is not strongly said in the visa checklist, but I strongly recommend that if you can take a support from our university for at least 3 months, 3 months accommodation, you show letter. So it will be a great success for the student. It's not about North Indian student, South Indian student, Pan Indian student. I recommend this 3 months of accommodation. Why? While they're applying, they are free to choose. They won't apply without accommodation also. They can easily apply. But if they demonstrate to the visa officer that we have already pre-booked ourselves, so that is a very prospective thing for a student. Very good thing.
What is the approximate, accommodation?
I didn't get you exactly, Shabana, what you are thinking. Mr. Chauhan, are you getting the answer of Shabana, what he's asking? Accommodation, I told him, but I am didn't able to understand what she is looking exactly.
I'm asking that if the student is taking the university accommodation, how much cost it will
All right.
incur for 3 months?
All right. So the thing is there, we generally assess the student with a like accommodation letter. We are in general not giving them. Why? Because student choice is there. After coming over there, they can opt that thing. They can opt. So we are assisting. We are here assisting. We are not guaranteeing there, right? There are two things. One is guaranteed, assured. So that will be different for a different campus according to different program, right? We have a 16,000 on-campus student. So few of them are taking our things, accommodation, some are not. So it depends totally. But we are assisting that if you add that thing in your checklist, so that will be a value addition for your visa process. We are assisting for the visa process. It depends on student.
Okay.
Finally, their decision is there. They want to get along with us or not.
Okay, so you
Just
mean to say
maybe,
like,
Yeah,
yeah,
Mr.
Asad, go ahead.
Yeah, Asad.
yeah, so
Continue.
proof of accommodation we have to show for 3 months, like
Yeah,
for a visa thing.
this is a value addition. It is not mandatory, but sometime what happen when in the interview, the visa officer asks, you have not booked with the accommodation. So they have no answer to that question. They have no answer.
Is booking.com
No,
voucher
no,
or
no, 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 no,
booking.com
no, no,
valid?
no, no. That is a forged. That is a forged that anyone can do. It is from the university. It is from the university of ours. We will give the letter of accommodation for 90 days, 3 months. We will provide them.
So like what exactly you give for accommodation proof? Is it like agreement something?
It is not an agreement. It is allocated to the program of the campus with the student name, with the program name, with the duration for the entire 3 months. They are going to supposed to stay with us, and that will be the amount that they are going to pay once their visa got successfully approved. So that's why they have no question to ask from the visa point of view, because accommodation is a very game changer question. That is very crucial, very crucial.
Got it, got it. Sir.
It's a really nice question. It's fantastic question, I will say. That is one of the crucial, I will say. Even
Bachelor's duration and master duration, but what is the duration of bachelor's and master? Please let me know.
Mr. Manoj, you are asking from me?
Yeah.
For bachelor's, it is a 4 years. Master's, minimum 1 year and maximum 2 years. Yeah, anybody else? Zubi,
And
Smita?
for post-study work permits,
Yeah, that is there. After completion of
you
4 years
qualification.
over there, 4 years, they will get a 9 months job search visa, which is equal to 1 year. It is equally similar to that master's or bachelor's. That remains the same. That remains the same. There is no change in that.
And what is the possibility of PR over there?
Yeah, PR is very much true that if somebody stay over there for more than 5 years, for example, let's take an example of a 4 years degree. So they have stayed over there for 4 years, right? 48 months. And now they get a job search visa of 9 months and they secure a job over there. And once they extend their work permit, they are on a PR, permanent residency, without any hassle. For masters people, they have to little bit do a little bit more work, but as compared to bachelors, they easily secure the PR very easily. Yes, somebody has asked some question. Let me go back to the chat box. And okay, can spouse accompany the students? Spouse can accompany the student? It's a wrong thing. I think the wrong English has been used. Main applicant can accompany the spouse. This will be the right, I think. So let me give you a fair idea of this. If a student is on a master's, it is very good that a person can go. But for a bachelor's, if they're supposed to go, there will be in a big trouble. Why? Because the temporary residence card or permit will take 3 to 4 months for the issuance. Prior to that, the dependent can't be able to work full time. That is a 40 hours a week. So that is a challenging thing. So if somebody can get hold on this, then it's there. But I don't recommend someone to go with a bachelor's. It is very well with a master's. It is very good. But for bachelor's, I strongly not recommend. If you do, it's up to your, because they can go, but the funds showing the financial capacity will be quite high, quite high. If they can bear that cost, then no problem is there.
Hello, sir. Saurabh this side.
Yeah,
So we
Sabana.
have heard ki like if the student is going with a spouse like in Spain, so like this spouse can work over there as well. So
Yeah,
is it
spouse
like
can
true?
work. That is true. That is true. But try to understand my concern. If a student is going from here
Huh?
and he reached over there, for example, and
Okay.
then he sponsor his spouse, the getting visa is more easy. Why? Because they had on a temporary resident permit. He is already studying in a top-notch university, and there is a reason for calling the spouse. If somebody is going along with them, they don't have any accommodation over there. They don't have anything very strongly over there. So that will fetch a refusal to both of them, not for the single. If visa will be granted, it
Right,
will
sir.
be granted for the both, right? Are you getting my point?
Right. Right. So what will be the right time? Like for example, if the student is going for September intake, so like what will be the right time? Like student can ask a spouse to come to Spain.
After completion of two semesters,
Okay. Okay.
after completion of two semesters.
Okay. Okay. Then. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, any other have any sort of question?
Funds, how much old you will recommend?
That is again a good question. It is 3 months to 6 months. Minimum 3, maximum 6.
Any team questions, please? Blessy, your question, please.
Hi, sir.
Sir, it was clear,
Yes.
sir. I don't have any questions.
Sir, this is Asad again.
Yeah, sir.
Yeah.
Most welcome.
So can you help, like, once the education is done, then they get a work permit. So how the process goes till they get the EU blue card or permanent residence visa?
Let me tell you, don't mix about the job search visa, EU blue card, and work permit, right? Work permit means they need an employer to sponsor them a job, right? So work permit doesn't work over here with a student. Yeah, EU blue card is a very good question, but EU blue card's mandatory requirement is a highly skilled. Highly skilled. Highly skilled means it should be a doctor, lawyer, engineers. So student is not from that category. If the student is from that category also, they need a relevant work experience. Minimum 4 to 5 years of work experience is required. So what I am giving it a job search visa, which is a mandatory things in order to facilitate them to get a work permit, and it will be for any employer, right? So in order to secure their
Right.
PR, because for a 4 years degree holder, they need just 1 year or more than 1 year of work experience in order to get the PR. 5 years of continuous stay is required, whether it is a student, whether it is on a work permit, anything, right? Get my point, Asad? Whether it's a master's also, if
Right.
they do a 2 years of master's and then they go for a 1 year of like a job search visa, then they extend their work permit for 3 years, then only they will be able to eligible, right? So there is a little bit compare and contrast between the bachelor's and for the master's, right?
Okay, okay. Sir, you said 5 years to stay continuous in space. So is it
Yes,
like
so
in a
4 years
stretch or
of
like,
study
counting
followed by a
days?
1 year of job search visa will lead them eligible them
Uh,
for a PR in for a bachelor's. For a bachelor, it's very easy to
Okay.
get a PR as compared to masters because
Oh,
masters also have to stay 5 years. They have done a 2 years of study, 40%. Then they need to work for 3 years continuously. Then only they are able to eligible.
okay, sir. Got it.
All right, all right.
My question is, do in Spain block account is compulsory? Is it?
No, not at all. Not at all. Not at all. 3 to 6 months of old funds is required. So that can be shown in the form of FDs, RDs. So that is easier way. That is easier way.
Okay.
Any other question?
Shubhanu here once again. Hello.
Yeah, Shabana.
Is it audible to you, sir?
Yeah, you are audible. Yeah, tell me.
Okay. So I would like to know, is there any visa interview or studies like we're going to Spain?
Distortions are coming, so I am unable to hear it properly. What you are asking?
I'm asking that is there any student visa for Spain? Sorry, interview. I'm so
Yeah,
sorry,
interview, it's
interview. Is
there
there
in the
any
PDF. It is
interview?
mentioned. I have already told that outline that there will
All
be.
right.
Yeah, that is there.
Okay, sir. And are we going to get any support from your end? Like
Yeah,
there will be
definitely.
any
Mr.
mock
Manoj
sessions
will
for the
train for
student?
that. He is highly experienced in that. So
Mm-hmm.
I will be training from counterpart of the university, and they will be training at par with
Mm-hmm.
the embassy because mine is the admission. There is the like assistance towards the visas and post landing services. So their area of interest is different. Mine is different, but they definitely you can get the support. Definitely.
And apart from that, sir, any documents are needed to be translated before filing the visa? Any translation or
Any document
apostille
which is
is
not in
required?
English, let me tell you, any
Mm-hmm.
document which is not in English need to be translated, needs to be translated.
All right. Okay, sir. All right. Thank you so much.
Any other question?
So you also said that there would be an interview just after the application and before the offer letter. So
Yeah, in
when
order
can
to
the
get the
student
offer letter,
expect the
let me tell
interview?
you, in order to get the offer
Yeah.
letter, if it is a regulated occupation means engineers, doctors, law, so then they need to have with the faculty head as well as with me. Mine was the introductory. Second one was the with the faculty in charge, right? For example, if it is an animation, it is a very highly demand. If it is a nursing, if it is a law, so it is a restricted one. Everyone not do. Specified is there. So then interview would be there. Interview would be there. But in general, I will say there will be a general category interview in which we will assess their language ability. Because without assessing the language ability, we won't be able to put them in our any of the programs, any of the chosen program, right? General interview will be there.
So, and what kind of programs are you
We are
providing?
having all kinds of programs. We have 250 programs. We have a bachelor's, we have a master's, we have every program. I will definitely come on to that also. Like what all program we do offer in which campus, what we do, which. So I do have animation, I do have technical programs, I do have medical programs. So many programs. I will now very shortly switching to that campus wise. I will go a campus wise theme for you. All 7 campuses. In which campus, which I have business, non-business, IT, non-IT, computers. So I have a lot of programs. According to the profile, we will be able to assist you. You understood, Blessy. That is very much common.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
You
Thank
can't give a science student the arts program, arts to a business program. It's not like that. We can't mess up the student's background. Na?
Okay, got it, sir. Got it.
Any other question?
So good afternoon here.
Could you tell me the number of
Your voice
backlogs
is not
accepted?
audible to me. Can you be a bit louder so that me, myself, and others can be able to hear you properly?
Is it clear now?
Yeah.
I want to know the number of backlogs accepted for the courses.
Backlogs, because it's a top-notch university. So the worst thing is there. We generally don't accept student with too many backlogs. Too many backlogs, I will say. So it will be the minimum, I can say, the minimum, the bare minimum, or I can say the maximum will be the same. It's not more than four. Not more than four.
Okay, thank you.
So I think majority of the questions so far I have given answers very well. I think so. I have given. So let
Hello,
me,
sir.
yeah.
So, like, any education gaps is accepted over here?
Education gap, I didn't understand. What sort of gap you are asking from me?
Education, like, for example, if the student has done his bachelor's into 2020, so like
Mhm.
till now, like the student has not received, like, not has done any master's course, or like he has not got any work experience as well. So, like, if the student has a gap of like 2 or 3 years, like if the student has not done anything, so like any gap is accepted over there, or like work experience over
I
there.
think I will be the not the right person to answer such question. Mr. Manoj will give a limelight to this. Mr. Manoj, handing over to you this query. Kindly answer.
Actually, we have to provide some work experience letter. I think it will much better, and we have to fill the gap. If we are saying
Okay.
we don't have any experience and whatever, it is not good for filing. Like in Australia, we are filling the gap first, and we have to make income tax return also, so that the gap is justified. Then it's okay.
Right, sir. And like, what will be the like maximum age that like a student can apply for bachelor's or master's?
Age
I
is not
think it is
always
mentioned in the
criteria,
PDF.
I
The
think.
upper hand is mentioned in the PDF because whatever the gap is there, according to that, we need to calculate, right? Generally, if we assume grade 12, it is in the 18 years, right? It is in the Smita, yeah. Do international students require Spanish language? Okay, this is a good question. So if anybody want to do Spanish program, then they need to show the Spanish fluency, right? So otherwise it is not required. Student may ask that if I go for a Spanish program, so what will be? So we are not offering any Spanish programs over there. So the student should
Find is like no IELTS wala jo point hai, that actually helps us. However, the student has to go for an online test for B2 level. That's what we understood. That is the first thing. Then the second thing is the USP, which I feel is that the only 10% deposit of the tuition fees. So that is
Yes.
again a very good USP because not the whole fee is required. So even a student can be rest assured. Hai na? So that is
Yeah,
one of the things
that's
which
good.
is required.
That's really good.
Yeah. So that is the prime thing which we are looking forward to. And cost of living relatively is definitely 560 per month, per year, right? Per year or per month?
per month, 560 euros, 560 euros.
Per month.
For 10, you have to
By 10,
multiply with the 10.
Okay, by 10. That is again a relative comparison if we go about it. That is again affordable. That is not an issue at all.
So,
One best thing is that is 10% of deposit. That is what is catching my eye.
that is the
And
best
30
point.
hours, 30 hours
30
part-time
hours
job.
of
Yes,
yeah,
because most of the
against
countries would have 20 hours.
yours. Yes.
Yeah. So these are the points which definitely are attractive and we can pull it off.
And we are the only university which has more than one campus, 7 campuses. Biggest.
Yeah, 7
of all.
campuses.
We are the
Perfect,
only one.
perfect,
We are the
perfect,
world
perfect.
ranking. We are the world ranking. Pushpanjali, never forget, we are under world's top 500. This is the biggest thing we have.
Top 500.
So nobody with top
500.
500 will assess the student with the 10% tuition deposit. Nobody will do. I knew it very well.
We understand. So when we say this language test, when you are mentioning, so this language test, if the candidate is not looking for an IELTS, not taking, so would you be providing some sort of email links, online links where the student is actually going and taking the test? Is that test has to be taken from India?
I will be sharing the link with Mr. Manoj because Manoj is the key account manager for you. So they will look after
Right.
you from the counseling to admissions,
Uh-huh.
to enrollments, to post-landing services. Try to understand, Pushpanjali.
Uh-huh.
You are here getting
Yes.
our biggest support,
Hmm.
because if I told about myself, I'm the regional representative, right? So my work
Right.
ends with the unconditional letter. Now, if the visa has to come, Mr. Manoj has to see. If any post-landing services, Mr. Manoj has to see. Why? Because I am here to assist till the unconditional letter, with the interviews, with the basic assistance thing that a university provide, right? On a university counterpart, till as much as I can do, I can do. But later on, when the student reaches over there after post-landing services, I am there again to help the student, right?
Okay. So what are the post-landing services exactly? If you could just help us
It's
out that
like you
we
can
should be.
say accommodation. First is the accommodation,
Hmm.
right? Second is the
Hmm.
airport pickup, right? First is the airport
Hmm.
pickup. Second is the accommodation. Third is assisting in the part-time job, right? Helping them with the TRP process, temporary resident process. So these are the things which we help in the post-landing service. Opening our bank
So is
account.
it okay?
Yeah.
So does this come with some charges or is it free for the student?
Pushpanjali, when the university is not offering and they need to seek advice, and if they seek advice with a post-landing service of Mr. Chauhan with a help, so then it will be a chargeable. Why? Because they that is a consulting company, right? So they are
No,
my
no, we
part
completely
only. They are my
understand.
counterpart. So I don't say na everything on a free of cost. If somebody buy a matrix card, they need to pay in the amount to the telecom company, na. So same way, even in
We
the
understand.
insurance,
We
right?
understand.
The insurance will
We
not
understand.
work. The insurance, travel insurance will help them for up to 90 days, but after 90 days, they need to get a Spanish. So even for them also, Mr. Manoj will help.
Okay, okay.
He is the only point of contact for you. He is the key account manager. Try to understand why he is with you. So he is the only point of contact that can help you more than me. I am not available. I am readily not available. So that's why the problem lies with me.
Sure, sure, sure.
But
So, Mr. Manoj, would you recommend to answer on this right now, or do you want us to connect later on this part? Because we need to help out the student on these things as well.
I think we have to this session we can take again at next time, but
Probably.
we have some 5 to 6 serious inquiry we must have before start of this work.
See, basically, okay, no problem. Let's connect later on this.
Yeah.
Perfect,
so I
perfect. We
think,
can move
shall I
further.
start with the university presentation now? Will that be good
Yes,
for
yes,
you?
that would
I
be
think
great.
so.
Yes,
Let
yes.
me now just start. So, okay. So I think it is being shared, like the screen is being shared with all of you.
Yes.
Okay, so this is the website. The actual website is going to open with all of you. So this is the website you can see here. Why? So here you can see the campus-based program. We have a degree program. So all of you which are asking the question, what programs we are offering? Degree in psychology, degree in international relation, degree in dentistry, mechanical engineering, advertisement, right? So with the knowledge areas, animation, architecture, biomedicine, business technology, communication marketing, criminology, design, fashion, education, engineering, interiors, game design, international relation, law, sciences, sports, language and translation, many more. I can say many more are there, right? So now come a double degree. So let me tell you what is double degree. The degree which I've shown, that is a general one. Now comes in English, right? So in English, I have in business and economics, business and international relations, law, international law, and marketing. These are the degree programs. So the knowledge areas are animation, biomedicine, business and technology, communication and marketing, criminology, design, education, engineering, games design, humanities, international relations, law, sciences, sports and tourism. These are the areas where the international student can enroll themselves for a bachelor's program, 4 years degree. These are an English taught program, right? We are a English taught program. Now shortly coming me to PG program. So don't mix PG programs. The PG program means exclusively masters. So English, we have MBA, masters in big data analytics, sustainability in master, project management, construction management. These are the broader classified. And then followed again the same thing, animation, architecture, biomedicine, business technology, communication marketing, education, design, fashion, engineering, games design, interior, so many. I can say so many are there. You can see over there, right? So now come the doctorate and PGD. So there are, we have These are the three areas, but there are more. You can go and you can visit over there. So there, the higher level of technical, this comes after master's. So this is not PhD. This is something a student after completion of master, they can attain. These are some. That is are only on two campuses. One is in Madrid, another is in Valencia, out of 7, right? So, and now comes what with us, internationality, right? So international student. So study in Spain. So let me come on under study in Spain. So you can see why somebody come to Spain. The big question come. First is the education quality. Second thing is their multiculturalism. So 225,000 international students. It's the data of 2021. So if I talk about 2024, so it will be more than that, right? It could be nearly about 275,000, right? And 40% of the students are from 110 different nationalities. Entrepreneurship, we are in rank globally 15th in a world. We rank globally 15th and 7th in the European Union. Right? Cost of living is much lesser than other. Culture, UNESCO heritages are there, and we come under, at according to 2023 Global Peace Index, we come under top 50. Spain is under top 30 also, but we are saying at 50. Right? So here you can see the methodology, alumni. So from 100 plus countries, 130,000 alumni of the students are there. We are totally experimental. We are hands-on experience, right? It's not about that go and study the bookish knowledge and do the things. It's not that assignment basis. This is all together. Internationality is in our DNA. You can see 40% of international students, 110 different countries, more than 100 destinations we covered, 25 countries on an average. So that makes, and these are the campuses. You can see Madrid. We have in Madrid, we have 3 different campuses, right? So creative campus, we have another business campus. We have medical and non-medical campuses. We do have. Then we have in Valencia, we have 1 campus, and Canaries, we have 1 campus, and in Alicante, we have 1 campus, right? So these are the 6 campus altogether. Yeah, one more in Santa Cruz is there. So Canaries, we have 2 campuses, 2 campuses over there, 1 in Alicante, 1 in Valencia, and 3 campuses in Madrid. So what I'm trying to say is there, when you are connected with the top-notch university, we do have our ranking with QS ranking of 5, overall 5-star rating. So we are very specific about the academic portion, academic, how the things goes, right? It's not about the university that getting a visa and serve our purpose, but how we make the things goes for all of us, that makes a things to go all together, right? And then followed by the internationality. That is also one of the important aspect what we cover. So when we go over there, so we see the international mobility of the student, where it is there, right? So if you see here, so it is Erasmus process. Let me tell you what is Erasmus process. We have 100 exchange destinations around the world. 25 countries we covered. 2 programs we have with the so here what happened in 3 different campuses, when the 3 areas where we have 6 campuses, more than 6 campuses, what will happen when a student will join in the first year, in the second year with our partner university across 29 Schengen countries, they can study with the same fees or much lower fees in the second year. They no need to worry for the second year. They can join any university, whichever partner university in all 29 Schengen countries. First year with us, first year with us, second year with any other top-notch university, right? This is the biggest attraction, Erasmus Plus. So they don't need to pay the fees over there for that altogether, right? So here comes. Now comes the study abroad option. Erasmus, something which I get you. Study abroad means the student should start with us, and it is an exchange program. We do come into exchange program. The duration will be 6 months, and we usually start in 2 semester, and it's in our only 2 campuses, Madrid and Valencia. For their application procedure to start, our fees starts from 133 euros application charges. And you can see here why these programs are beneficial for them. They can have an exchange of 6 months thought process, and then they can come with that. If somebody is from less than grade 12 student, want to explore something, that program definitely suited for them altogether. Short-term program, I will say. Now quickly comes for the process for the admission. That is very much important for them. Admission process, that is important. So you can see here, we have to select over here campus space, then where we see double degrees, and there we can see a foreign educational. Yeah, we can say here others also. Right. So now comes here the process, how the things goes. First, you have to admission. There will be online process. As I told you, we have more than 16,000, right? And we come to reserving a place. Then they need to pay their fees through their credit and debit card. It's there within 7 days of the issuing. And once their enrollment has done, they need to know us after the visa that we have to do their rest of the procedure with their things. So we have a student portal. Student don't have to worry for that. We will take care of entire thing. If anybody face any sort of problem, I am their help from time to time. The things are there. And if we go back again in the admission process, so let me give you a fair idea. Here it comes campus based. Here the student comes for example, for a double degree, and then comes for matured student, and then the things will be a little bit different for them. That because according to age, they look after the thing, because they have a age criteria or age barrier. You can see here written, once you have completed their application process, you will receive an email, access the pre-student portal. You can use this portal by paying the 150 admission test fee. So here the admission test fee will be waiver, because if the student has been referred by the Riya Study Abroad, so student don't need to pay 150 euros, right? Because if a student go directly, they need to pay this 150 euro. This is a game changer. If student apply through you, they call it waiver off. If it is directly, they need to go with that. Once they go with the application process, that's the tedious process, I know, but then reserving a process that remains the same. That doesn't goes, and you can see here the student fees are there. Let me go over there to give you a glimpse of that. Yeah, English. Yeah. So let me come. You can see here the tuition, the scholarship, whatever the requirements are there, they need to go through with that. And we have a general and specific, and according to calendar. You can see academic 2024, 2025 as there. So for different campuses, although we have. For different campuses, we have different things to be taken into consideration. So I go for a undergrad program over here. So these are the, like, I can say, oh, this is the calendar. Very sorry. Let me go over there in the tuition fees. So the things will. Anyways, let me share you with from my screen. That will be help you. All right, for the tuition fees, let me scroll it down from here. So that will be helping you. Is my screen is visible with all of you?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it is.
Okay, all right. So because it's showing me like pause, so that's why.
So the screen, the previous screen
Screen-
is visible, sir.
Screen
Okay,
is
okay.
freezed actually.
Oh, okay, it's freeze. Okay, that's why I'm asking. That's why I'm asking. Let me stop the screen and I have to start it again. Okay, let me do that. So that will be again helpful for you. So now the screen is visible with all of you?
Yes.
All right. So somewhere here. Anyways, I am not able to find out the tuition fee schedule. So no worries, I can be mailing them to Minister Chauhan and then they will. But generally the tuition fee start from 11,000 or 12,000 and it goes depending on program to program, because that I will share, that file will help you, because it is really need you according to student can ask for which program I have, which things are there, that can be emailed to you, right? So now I have shown the majority of the things. So what you find if you compare this university with any university in Spain? So did you find any major differences? Do you find any sort of differences, Pushpanjali or their entire team? Do you people find any sort of differences or not? Mr. Manoj, if somebody will come with some other university to you and they say, what is the difference between your University Europea and other? So what you will say in one word? What is the major difference? What do you find?
Financially, that is more economical. I think 10%
How we can say
deposit,
economical, that
nobody
7
loses the
campuses will add a value addition or world ranking or what?
value additions and ranking, of course, is the major issue.
Pushpanjali, what you thought? If student is coming, ma'am, I have a UCAM and here is your Europea, where UCAM stand and where your university stays. So what will the answer in one word? If you need to define.
One word, see, I think it's not just one word. I could find a lot of facilities here. Like one is this, the $150 euros admission test fee waiver off, then tuition deposit of minimal, and tuition bare minimum starts from 11,000. That is one of the options. Then double degree options is open. So I think there are multiple things which I can see, which goes quite positive on the side. And there are exchange programs is again available. That is a highlight which we can look forward to. Take for example, if some student is going for a particular country and if he can take some exchange offers and goes to any other country, he has like, exposure to different fields. I think this is one of the attractive feature we can look forward to.
I will tell you one thing. If a student need to pay just 3 years fees and he will study 4 years, they need to pay just 3 years fees. In second year, they don't need to pay a single penny. If they pay the fee, they will pay to our partner university, and that is much lower than us.
Could you please
Let me tell
explain it
you,
again?
for
What did you
example,
say?
a student, for example, you refer me a student to me and Mr. Manoj remains the same thing. You send a student with a bachelor's degree in BBA, for example, BBA of 4 years. So first year of bachelor's, they will do in my campus. Second year, he will do with our partner university in Germany, France, Italy, top notch, world ranking university in just fraction of tuition fees, because they are referred by us to that university, partner university. So their tuition fees again will be lowered. They will, in Erasmus process, they will be having a much valuable, because if they are going to pay, for example, 12,000, it could be less than that. It could be sometimes 50% of that. In a 50%, they are enjoying the 100%. Sometimes they are getting I can say the government aids also.
Okay. So what sort of government aid? I mean, all the students are eligible for that?
But student has to need perform well in 2 semesters. This is the priority. In order to get Erasmus Mendes benefits, they need to perform a little bit good. And Erasmus is common for all international student. They open the door for all 30 countries, all the good partnerships. And when they go in that, they need to stick over there for 12 months. Even they can work also. There's 6 months of study, 6 months of work. Work can be there. Blended learning will be there. It depends on the program. For hospitality, there is a mandate. They can study for 6 months and they can work for 6 months in top-notch universities.
Okay.
With fraction of their studies. 50% waiver can be given. It depends on institutional partner. This is a game changer.
Perfect.
Which UCAM is failed to provide. They do provide, but they are very limited. UCAM is downtrodden university. They have only one campus. They are not in the world ranking. They are not in the world ranking. We are in the world ranking. They take 2 semester fees for bachelor's and master's. We just take 10%.
Right.
They take whole tuition deposit. There's a risk with us. There is just 10%. They are not internationally aggregated. We have 200 programs. They have only one campus. And even from UCAM, the student comes to me. The problem is there. UCAM is in the village. UCAM is in the village. We are in the cities. Madrid. You know, Madrid, everyone know. Madrid, everyone know.
Yes.
And if somebody say, why Europea? So the thing is there, it is a 5-star QS rating. Means they have their own 5-star QS rating with ranking, and thereafter we own, operate, manage our own 3-star rating hospital. This university is the only university which is having their own hospital for nursing and doctors in dentistry.
Okay, okay, that's great.
That is the
Sir,
Could
do
you
you have nursing
could
programs
you
also?
show could you okay,
yeah,
So
Blessy,
you
go
are
ahead.
saying
some overriding of
you are
things are
saying
there.
you are
Yeah,
sorry,
Blessy
sorry.
or Pushpanjali, one by one. One by one. Yeah.
Okay, I think let Blessy speak. I'm sure she's talking about the nursing program. Am I correct, Blessy?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we would want to highlight the nursing program because down south, particularly
I
Kerala,
knew.
Tamil Nadu, and all these
They
places,
are known for
these
this.
programs are
These.
quite popular. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the team is excited to know about that.
Okay, let me give you 3 USP of Europea. We are the only aggregated in Madrid with 3-star rating of training the students on the campus. We are the only highlighted institution, and we are the only one A-rated institution. And the things which we are offering at the fraction of 50% waiver, because if you compare our tuition fees with the public top-notch institution, it is double. It is almost double. If we are providing in 15, that will be in a 35,000. So when we talk about public, it's not always about the tuition fees, it's what facilities you are getting, the placements you are getting. We have more than 1,200 partners for different programs all across. So we are one of the third largest employer holding. We are the third largest, and within less than 6 months of our student leave the campus with 93.85% retainability towards the employment stood us in others domain. So that makes a difference. And yesterday there was a team meet with us with the international admissions. So I think Mr. Manoj can give the glimpse of that. Mr. Manoj, what happened yesterday, 7:30 past, when international team talked with us? Kindly give the experience, valuable experience, insight for yesterday one.
They have explained about the university and Madrid and how the life is gone and living. Everything they have explained at that time. And the government, the very good recipe was that the government reimbursed up to 30% of rent. Those students who are studying there. So this is again very good
Eye
thing.
catchy.
The government is supporting international student over there. That is their body is CAF. I write down at that time. So I think more thing explain, just missing any.
What happened, Pushpanjali, when you work with top-notch tier universities, na, the pattern of working is totally
Yeah.
different, right? So if I
Yeah.
am regional representative, really I say
Hmm.
I am totally fed up with, don't want to use this for fed up. I'm totally occupied with the training sessions, right? So it's not about
I
you with the
completely
Riya.
understand.
I am giving the training session. Why? The reason is this. Mr. Manoj is more experienced. He can also give. But happens when the tier system denominates with that I am the head. The second head is there for the north. So what happened? I have to make one contribution towards the training section, right? It's very easy to say
Yes.
to represent, but it's very difficult to say how to represent. It's very easy to get a contract. It's very difficult to retain that contract, right? If I talk about someone in the south, I don't want to recognize, and that they say, sir, I will give you 50 applications. Then Mr. Manoj and me says, 50 is a very big number. Come at least with 5 applications. Then they say 5 is a very small number. It's very easy to say, Pushpanjali, 5 is a very small number, but when it caters to the student, na, it's a very big number. Truly, it is a very big number.
Yes.
We have to
We
cater to
understand.
the
We completely
quality,
understand.
management, services, ethics, a way of admission for tuition fees, enrollments. Because when I talk about the admission, for me, offer letter is not the admission. Enrollment with a tuition deposit, with the minimum tuition deposit, it's the enrollment, right? The only
Yes.
university which can grant almost 99% success in the visa. Why? Because your visa, if get refused, the university will write an email to the High Commission in India. Why my student visa is got declined? Because I'm a world ranking university. Pushpanjali, this is a game changer. Can't write a letter to the High Commission, to the Deputy Chief of Mission, to the visa support officer. Are you getting my point?
Okay.
I'm trying to say.
Yes.
So if
Yeah, I get your point.
anybody will write an email to the outlining that my student has been refused by your team, so kindly give me the reason. So they are failed to give the reason because they have taken a live interview over there in the embassy.
Yes.
And after giving a student by you, the training, the procedure, the application will be taken care from the Spain. It's not from India. The Spain. The Spain team will call them. The Spain team will help them. Pushpanjali, your student will be taken care by my different campuses. By my different campuses.
Understood. Understood. Understood.
All 7 campuses will trying to help them for creative, arts, non-arts, STEM, non-STEM. So that is the thing. So that's why we are distinguishing aspects to look after. Why?
We understood.
Altogether. So anything?
Could I just throw a small thing? What
Yeah.
is the deadline of the university applications?
Yes. This is a very crucial that I will send you an email outlining
Yeah.
the admission enrollments, because everything if I told here will not add up to the things, right? So what I will do
No
the 2
problem.
things. One is the tuition fee schedule, right? Structure. I will float bachelor's, master, and PhD. Number 2, the deadlines, how the things, and third is the standard checklist, common checklist. If you fail to provide that checklist, I am very sorry. Neither I can be able to process for the offer letter, neither for the assessment, right? There will be 2
See,
assessments.
we
There will be
completely
2
understand.
assessments.
We completely understand.
Pushpanjali, there will be
Acha,
2
2
assessments.
assessments, huh?
Very sorry, I'm cutting your words. There will be 2 assessments. One is the initial assessment that will be done on your own counterpart. Second is the assessment which will be provided by Mr. Manoj Ji from there, Manoj Chauhan. They will be providing the final. What can
Perfect.
be done with that?
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So anything else? I heard about Blessy from Mr. Manoj that he is keen to call several times. So that's why I want to know like what Blessy is exactly looking after. Pushpanjali, after you. So she's looking after admissions, marketing, sales, what?
Blessy, Blessy is our admin person, and she wanted to connect to him for
Mhm.
some reason regarding the when we were signing the MOU, she needed some information.
All right.
So that is the reason she would have called up.
Okay.
Blessy, do you have any other questions as of now?
So nothing, sir. So I had to brief about the university, about the admission procedure,
That will be
and
shortly
about the
updated.
country.
That
So
will be
that
shortly
is why.
updated. And my thing is there, Blessy, Pushpanjali, and entire team of Riya. I am very selective and very thoughtful with the admission process. Why? Because for me, the problem lies how the thing goes. It's not that how the way things goes, because every university have their pattern. Pattern met, it means admission has done, tuition deposit. For me, visa is everything. I am telling to Mr. Manoj again the same thing. For me, student visa with the proper post landing services until and unless the student not join the orientation, my task is not over. Majority of the universities, colleges, agent do. Once we have the visa, everything's done. It's not 50% of the things has been done. When you support the student.
No, this is really appreciated, because you are taking so much care of a particular student and an application. And once the candidate is getting through, it is success for all of us. And we understand completely when you are representing a university and sending a student to such a top-notch university, that definitely comes with a lot of efforts, and we really appreciate that. And our team definitely is going to keep it up with that. So nothing to worry.
And
And what
Mr.
is the
Manoj,
turnaround time for
yeah. Pushpanjali.
turnaround time for the offer letter?
I
Sorry,
have already tell maximum time is 7 days, five business days, or
7
up to
days.
7 days after they have successfully clear with the interview. That is very much important. But here they need to first pay the application fees. Without getting an application fees, I am very sorry, I can't put it the prospective student with the admissions team, because it's everybody's requirement, because they need to pay some application fees. We need to see the student is very much serious. Mr. Manoj is also saying this thing. If student is not paying a single amount to the university, then why should we take a pain for him or her altogether?
We get it. So it is 5 to 7 days after the interview,
Yeah,
right?
successful interview.
So what we are going to do is we send all the documents according to the checklist to you through the emails. That is what it is. It has to be understood, along with the application fees, and how the application fees is paid online.
All right. So the biggest I think the plus point do you have? I think Mr. Manoj have not yet tell. We are not having too many partners. I think in the last meeting also I have not too many partners. So that will be helping you to take the market in a better edge. And I want, I think, few numbers Mr. Manoj has told. So at least you have a 50 offices, and let's break up if you have 20 offices in a south, and if in a month prospectively, if 8 to 10 application come with a good tuition deposit, then it's good to go. What Mr. Manoj, what do you say? If they have generally 40% of their offices over there, if 8 to 10 prospective applications come with a tuition deposit, still it is a good number, I can say. Still it is a good number.
That is a good number.
Prospective good number, right? But if don't comes, then
Yeah.
what will happen? Again,
Who will push up?
then I am not in the scenario. Then you will responsible, or Pushpanjali or Blessy will be responsible. Why? You three people. For me, you,
Because
and for you, these two people.
Pushpanjali, I think when you send the document checklist, they have already written in the documents like copy passport, 10th and 12th documents, academic gap if any, and work experience if any. If you send these documents, we will assess accordingly. Because we are doing
Sure.
last 1 year the same things. So we
Sure.
will assess ourselves before sending the admission to the college. We know
Sure.
this application will get the admission.
Okay.
First assessment is made by ourselves. If we think this application is good for particular this university, then we will start the process.
Sure. Sure. So we
Like
completely
LOR
understand.
required, MY required,
Mm.
and then we will start the process. Then we will come to the application fee. Otherwise, we are not ready to make the payment first if the application is not successful.
Perfectly.
Okay. So
That is
what
the
we
exactly
understand.
what Mr. Manoj has, keeping the things at a bay. Why? Because we are not with others university pay us 100 euros, we will do this, blah, blah. Because we have a very oriented, we have a simplified way, tools and technique, because we are not hiding anything, right? We are facilitating the student. Why should you pay? You should come through, you save money, and that money will build up you altogether. That makes the sense to go altogether.
Yes, we understand. We understand. So in short, it would be a more of like pre-assessment. Once we are sending all the documents with the checklist, that will be a little assessed initially, and then actually we'll go for the application
And we are
process.
more happy if you connect with us with schools and colleges. Why? Because from there you get a continuous support. In the south, I have came to know that international schools, colleges has approached me. I won't tell you lie. Like a few days ago, I was just talking with Mr. Manoj that few colleges has approached me from the south, or from the even from the Delhi, that we need to exclusively collaborate with you, and we give you good numbers. So if you can add up that thing with you, so that
I
will
will
be
connect to you definitely post this meeting. Let me just connect to Mr. Manoj for that, and or probably whatever the time. Let us just connect on that, and
because
we
universities
can take it
in
further.
India, universities, colleges are coming to me. I am the person who took, but I am not interested because I can't work with hundreds of universities, hundreds of schools and colleges. I being at the level of a regional representative, I have to see entire India. I can't see, na. But
Yes,
the things
yes,
can be
yes,
managed by
yes.
you and Mr. Manoj sitting in north and
Yes,
south.
we can
You
do
can
that.
collectively
We
do
can do
that
that.
in a greater heights.
We can have a separate meeting on that, and probably we can discuss out on those things along with Mr. Manoj, and probably we'll take it up further from there.
Yeah. So still now, if have any sort of things, because like I have running out of time, and I have some other meetings to line up in the day altogether. I even got a calls from my others, like like schools somewhere. Principals associations are also there for me today. So some short
Oh,
meetings.
we won't pull you
No.
much
So if
in here.
anything is
Team, do you
there,
have
any
any
sort
other
of,
thing?
so like let's do the things now quickly. I think if any visa section, Mr. Manoj can give a far more experienced answer. So any educational part, I'm always there to help them. But it's very sorry that I'm not readily available. The big problem lies with me. I'm not majority of the time
Jasmiti, we
events.
understand. We understand. Nothing to worry. What we will do is we will definitely follow the chain. We will check out on the checklist. We'll connect to Manojji. And of course, we are not going to disturb him every now and then. We'll send across an email so that whenever he is free on the things and can get back to us on that, we can definitely make it systematic. I mean, initially it might be a little like, kind
No
of
worries.
hurry, but
Initially,
then
we know it takes
gradually it
15
will
days or
happen.
months to come on a track, but then we follow the particular
Yes,
track to
yes,
follow
yes,
it.
yes. Yes, 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 yes. So team, do you have any further questions, or can we just wind up the things?
Asad
No,
again.
ma'am, no question.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Jasmeet ji,
hope,
I don't think we would have any further questions,
and
and if
I
at
have
all so, we
introduced one
might
of the
have.
world's top notch, so that will help you in having a good like hold over Spain altogether. Because if you're working with one institution with 7 campuses, so you don't have to worry for about the quality, diligence, visa success, because we are the only one helping as much as we can from our counterpart. I don't think any
Yes,
university
yes,
in the Spain doing so many things. I haven't seen for so many years till date.
yes, yes. I understand.
And do you
So,
do also
Jasmeet
know?
ji,